scared me. All right, and then we're gonna go access Discord. Oh wait, talk to me for a minute.
Hello, hello, hello.
Hopefully that does something. And then we can turn that up. Try it again.
Hello. Hello. How are you? Hello.
There we go. I cranked the Discord up a little bit. All right. That if that doesn't work, then I don't know what the hell's going on with it. Then try that.
Yeah, you're probably gonna need a mixer, dude.
Um,
I don't
I
know.
spent an hour last night messing with Voice Meter Banana, and I got so frazzled with it because I was tired that I just said the hell with it. But um, I have it, and it will get input before Tuesday, one way or the other. So, like, I apologize. Well, damn, if you can't talk without being heard, that kind of sucks. Um, I guess what we could do. Let me see here.
It's all right. You just go ahead. I mean, I can't really do this. It's gonna be weird and sound weird on our stream. So it's.
You're so loud on my end. That's the crazy part.
Wait, wait. You can hear me, but it's got the at the top for peeking out.
Let's see here. I don't have anything else going.
How are you adjusting my volume? Are you doing just through Discord?
I have like eight. There's like eight different things that I can use. Now, one thing that's neat about voice speeders, once I get it, it's all like right there. You know what I mean? But with this, I have the desktop audio, which is everything going out to the stream. I have that like set at like probably 85%. And the reason for that is otherwise it's deafening for everybody. I have my Discord sound way up. I have my OBS up, but the problem is with that is that it likes to all play in conjunction with my speakers that I'm trying to listen to. So what ultimately happens is it
Go ahead and just
deafens
pull
me.
the stuff up. It's okay. Just don't worry about it. Just go ahead and pull the stuff up and let's talk about it.
All right, so like I said, sorry for the voice quality. We're working on that. But what I wanted to do is I do have my main man here. I got Daren. He's the actual owner of Tipping Toast Media / Gaming. He is one of the coolest folks you'll get to talk to. If you have any questions, definitely follow him at Daren Copley at Daren Copley on Twitter. Then if anything, you can always get a hold of him through me, and then obviously at our tippingtoast.com or through our Twitter as well. But what I wanted to kind of show you was that on our development side, looks like we've been a little bit busy. Pretty freaking cool looking design here. I'm going to go ahead and pull it up for you. What exactly is it that they are looking at this point, and what are they to expect to ever see it in?
Okay. How you guys doing? Yeah. So basically, we're working on a title right now where it's an island chase theme. We're still trying to narrow down some other parts to it, but we're just kind of playing with weapons and building weapon concepts out right now. And the team was wanting to do like a living gun, like a breathing gun. There's actually a lot more to this. This is only stage one. Excuse me. Basically, this is just showing you the living, breathing movements. As you can see, the front has, breathing, kind of bulging puffiness to it. We have the back kind of Kraken feel that actually works out with your channel name, kind of nice.
Yeah, I was aiming for that to be the name of it. I know that the name wasn't fixed yet, but I was going for Kraken.
Yeah, I definitely still playing around with names and stuff. Basically, what I wanted to do is have you just kind of talk about it, check it out, and show other people. and you can clip this to share around and see what people might think about the living gun, the breathing aspect of it. We still actually are adding like slime and ooze and kind of like little puffs of air coming out of it, kind of like if it is breathing. So
Okay.
we're not sure. We would like some community feedback because we're not sure how it's going to fire, what kind of stuff it'll fire out. Is it going to be rapid fire, burst fire, big old blast fire, just like a big ball of something? I don't know. So it's still very much in the development phase, but I'd like to get some community feedback because we wanted to have people maybe even choose the name, choose how it fires, and then we can even give you credit inside the game for it, which is really cool and very interactive. So I wanted you, Hater, to just kind of put it around your channel, share it
Yeah.
around,
Oh yeah.
and just see how people would want it to fire. And the more involved people are in it, we'll attach their feedback to obviously to the development, but then put them in the credits of the game. I can't say too much about the game right now, but basically it's kind of an island escape
A little bit
game.
of an NDA thing going on, I imagine. Okay.
Yeah, yes, but you're going to be hunted by something, and there's something you might have of value, and there's all kinds of weapons and steampunk, and I guess mixture of steampunk feel to old time feel to high technology mix.
Right.
Craft, a lot of crafting involved too. So I mean, there's tons of ideas that just haven't been narrowed down to one solid thing yet. So it's actually really cool because we just get to play with a bunch of crap right now. So, but again, this is really what I wanted to put out here first. It's still in early development. It's probably just in phase. It's about phase 2 of phase like 7 that we're planning. The next one's going to be more ooze dripping out. There's going to be a firing animation soon. So that's why I want to get some feedback because if we don't really hear too much about it, we're just going to go with what we think it should be firing. But it's still open to people to kind of throw in their ideas because we haven't even started doing it just yet.
Right.
But anyway, yeah. So this is just kind of we're not sure if this is going to be craftable. It's kind of intense, and I don't think it makes sense to have such an intense gun with all super amount of parts to be a craftable thing in this title. This might be something you can just attain. I mean, when you talk about craftable weapons, you look at our bat, that Deke bat we made. It's it's some gauze with some knives on it and some wood.
Yeah, the Deke bat. If you give me a second, I'll reference that.
Yeah,
real
pull
quick.
up that bat real quick on the stream.
The Deke bat is because when you get hit, it's the Deke of Destiny. I'll tell you that right now.
Deke. Yeah, it's across
So,
the Deke. It's in the cheek with the Deke.
Let's see here. We get that.
Definitely need a tetanus shot. Need a tetanus shot for that gun.
Yeah, so bear with me
for that weapon.
Second. Let me see where I have that. I should have it completely organized, but
the gun, as you can see on the stream, the gun actually stops animating when he tabs out, but it'll animate again when he tabs back in.
Yeah, and something while I'm looking for that Deke, I do want to show that I did find first is that it's neat to kind of go from idea to then just full blast, like actually having like a concept, and then next thing you know, now you've got like something rendered, and pretty cool is if you look at this. I remember you showing me this a couple months ago, and this is coming up here in just a second.
Yeah.
That you were talking to me about how, hey, I got this gun. It's going to be cool. It's going to be super organic. It's going to be kind of creepy. People are going to love it just because it's like half organic, half alive. And then you showed me this.
Yeah, that's right. I did show you some early content. Are you dragging into stream window? Because I can't see it in the stream
it's
window.
It's not there yet. It will be here in a minute. Give me just a second here to fit this in here. Fit the screen. Let me. Where are you at?
Okay, there you go. Yeah. I'm gonna actually pull off another picture and I'm send it to you also to share.
Yeah, I apologize. It's zoomed in. I'm trying to zoom out, but it's not really.
It's okay. I'm gonna send you some more stuff to actually show for this. It's actually gonna be. So I'm gonna show you some texture stuff that we did. Lighting, poly count, right. Texturing. So let me actually get this stuff lined up, and I'll drag it over, and then you can post it on the stream.
Yeah.
Just a bunch of goodies here. This is gonna be put up eventually on our dribble page.
But you guys can kind of see me slowly dragging it up like this.
Yeah, here I'm gonna send it to you in Discord while we're talking. Where is it?
I mean,
Where is it?
it's absolutely
Yeah,
awesome just to see kind of
check this out.
how it worked out.
Yeah, here's some more coming at you. Check your Discord.
Yeah. All right. So let me
Some more stuff. Let me show you some of this shit, dude. Okay, so boom,
Yeah, I remember
download.
these two. Okay, let me download that.
This is going to be again if people want to check it out later. When we finish animation and everything, they can kind of follow the story on our dribble portfolio. We always do like a timeline.
Yeah, I think what we ought to do is, especially with as much as we like folks going to the dev blog, is maybe do a dev blog update on it.
Yeah.
If that's
Oh, most
possible.
definitely. I'm gonna do that. Yeah.
And then
Uh,
I can obviously do my magic on that,
Let
and
me
then
show you
kind of go
this. So
from there.
here's some good stuff about the
Yeah. So here comes the new
NOR
guy.
thing. This is
They,
five.
this is what he just linked to me. This is more of a like the beginning of the rendering fact of it versus just putting it on paper.
Yeah.
And that is right here.
Let's see. Yeah.
And you should be able to see
Here's a
that
side.
here in just a moment.
It's a side view of holding it. 6. I hear some more coming at you for you to show and share.
All right, once that shows up here, let me get the live.
Okay.
Let me get the hot side of the way here. That way you can't see it. And let me get the concept.
That should give a good representation there
Built the
as far
live.
as yeah.
Where is it? Moving my stuff around. Breaking my stream. Alright, where is the concept? Because it's not now it's not one to show. Alright, so let's go transform finish screen. There we go. There we go. Alright, so as you can see there's multiple factors that go into this. I mean, anytime you're ever making taking something from two dimensional.
I don't see any, oh, there we go. I got it.
Yeah, it's a bit of a delay. Sorry. Anytime you go from like 2-dimensional to 3-dimensional, there's a lot that goes into effect. So it's kind of neat. So as you can see there, I'll let him talk more. Obviously, even they kind of just had an idea, and then it kind of grew as they were actually building it in the engine itself. So
It looks a little fuzzy. Did I give you a bigger picture?
No, that was the biggest thing I could get, and then I had to cut it because it's only a link.
Hold on, let me pull it up. Yeah, this should be sharper than that. Let me send that to you again. Do this one.
Okay.
Just pull that one straight up, and then just open it.
Well, it has to be an image, and it has to be on my hard drive for me to drop it as an overlay. Does that make sense?
No, I got it. I was wondering why it's fuzzy. It came through.
I had to do I had to do a. I'll get it right off the page if you send it to me that way, and I'll just do it that way. Let me do this. Let me go to.
Can you just share your screen?
Open link. Okay, that's as big. I've been trying to get web pages to work, and whenever I do it, it does this. So it goes to window.
Okay, well, I mean, we can just talk about this, and then we'll, unless you can get it clear for the moment, just we can kind of go past this guy. I think the other one.
Well, there we go. I think I just did it.
All right, there's a little delay. I'm waiting for it at home. Oh, there you go. That's better.
All right, so it's small, but I mean, I can zoom in on.
It's okay. So basically, this stuff is when we're doing mapping, texture mapping. We're connecting the breathe tubes on the sides. That's kind of, obviously we're gonna do it as the back is like a tail and the front's like a face kind of thing. The side is like the lungs or something like that. Oh, I see what you're using, something like that. Yeah. 1 second. Sorry. Okay. Sorry, everyone's talking to me. Okay. So, yeah, and then so this is just mapping out how it's going to work, how it's going to breathe, and then it's just one of the steps. There's nothing super sexy here. It's just one of the steps I wanted to show you guys of kind of layering textures over. If you want to go to the one with the arms on it, it's kind of cool. Kind of we put the fingers and hands in place.
Yeah, then
for
you
the
go
gun.
back to that.
Yeah, if you can click on that one and load that one in, I'll show you.
Gun. You talking about the live gun?
No. The one I sent you, the sample of when it was kind of green Nickelodeon style slime look with the hands on it. Do you see that one I sent you? Scroll up in Discord, you'll see it. It's right before this picture.
Oh, okay, give me a second here. get it here. Okay, yeah, I did see that come in. My fault.
That's okay. So
You want the?
yeah, load that one up.
Is this
We'll
all
talk
one
about
big
that.
picture? Do you want the one with the black background or the one that's got the?
The black background. Let me see. It's just a black background, multi views overhead,
All
hands
right,
holding it. You just click on it, it should do
all
it. Yeah.
right. Here we go. Let me zoom back out. You should be able to see that. All right. Um, that right there is what he's also talking about.
Wait for it to load in on my side.
Yep, I understand.
Yeah, there we go. So yeah, we just threw some hands on it, seeing how you would grip it. We were unsure about how we could grip the gun. We were like, geez, it's kind of clunky and weird and soft and gooey in the front. Will there be like a hand spot? So we actually carved in a little bit of a contoured area for the hand, threw a grip down at the bottom that made sense. We were like really curious on how the best way to hold it. The front part, the back part was kind of easy to do, but so the front part was interesting where they were going to grab if it would be slipping off, because this is supposed to have a bunch of like slime all over it and everything.
Well, Daren, let me ask you something real quick that I just kind of noticed when we saw the 3D rendering actually in the Unity engine, and you can see it really good here. Is if you notice, you get a good side angle there of the bottom of the gun where you got where your hand goes, and then the trigger looks like it's going to be all just like a projection.
It's a hollow trigger.
It is a hollow. So it is a hollow trigger.
Yeah,
cool.
It's a hollow trigger. Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, because we wanted to it's going to tick. It's going to like a ticking thing. See, there's two looking triggers. We're not sure if we wanted to make that front trigger on the top be like one grenade launcher, some kind of big fucking thing, or not. So we're playing with where the trigger's going to be. So I don't even think we've made a decision there yet. But
it's
the hollow trigger. Yeah, the back triggers you see, it doesn't look hollow, but we're actually putting a hollow in the back one because that seems to be where we've asked a few people and they want a back trigger instead of like double triggers and everything. So we're going to do a thing where you click in for kind of like you're ready to shoot. It just kind of clicks through those lines, those hollow lines.
Right.
Yeah. So hollow trigger, back area trigger. We're going to actually scrap that middle one. Just because we don't put too much crap on here, but we still want to make it complex. Yeah, that's a good shot of it with the kind of, I always call it the Nickelodeon slime feel.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I actually like this look a lot, but in the end, we kind of wanted to put that texture like the octopus kind of thing. So again, when we post this and kind of post the pictures around, we'll get feedback. I mean, this is always a stage we can jump back to. We document every stage of texturing, so we can actually pop back into a earlier stage if like a texture is more popular than another one.
Well, what's funny is that you were mentioning you were mentioning. Oh, can I hit the right button, please? Here we go. There we go. My apologies, I guess we go through a couple different channels here, but we were talking about I apologize, the crafting element of things, and then you asked me to bring up Deke. So just here's Deke, real quick. Just to reference what he was talking about. Obviously, you're gonna probably be able to find like a bad.
Go to the interactive model down below.
Okay.
Here, click in that link below, and you can pull up the actual model. You can rotate it with your mouse and everything.
Okay, cool. Let's see if I can full screen this in here. Nice. All right. So, I'll wait for you guys to catch up here. But basically, what I've done is I've just pulled it up into a full. It's a full screen. You guys are going to get a really good look at it. Absolutely. Probably the most sadistic thing I think he's designed yet, to be honest with you.
You can even pull up the concept art. That's in Dribble too.
But I mean, if you look at this, if he wants to jab you, he can jab you.
You can turn it around and do like an ice pick.
If he wants to hook
sickle. Yeah.
I mean, it's even gotten some action here. I don't think even old Lucille's got anything on this bat.
Yeah, right. Lucille is like a soft little baby toy compared to this.
Lucille's like toilet paper.
Yeah.
So basically, what you got here is it looks like you just got some canvas, some sort of cloth, and then you've got.
It's like dirty. What we did was we wanted to put like dirty bandages, kind of like nasty. It's already been used like on someone's arm or something, and like basically you ran across some wood and some crazy sharp things, and you just tied that shit all together. Like a bat.
So is this part of the? Is this gonna be concept? This is also the same title that it's gonna be going into that we're developing.
Yeah,
Um,
this is all the hunt game, the island hunting game.
okay.
There's, we keep kind of altering certain things just because if we find the game that's absolutely exactly like it, we
Mm-hmm.
don't want to obviously copy it. If we find out that, oh shit, we kind of have the same stuff, that's what sets us back a little bit because we got to retweak stuff. Because by all means, we want this to be original and like our own baby.
Yeah, it's fun.
So,
I
yeah.
not to interrupt you, but isn't it kind of funny how like when you're creating content, how you realize some of the things that you think are completely original subconsciously you've heard in the past somewhere else, and you then do your
Exactly.
research, and hopefully before you've spent either too much money or too much time going into it, you're able to go, okay, I can't do that because that's not original.
Well, I mean, look, everyone's doing battle royale now.
Yeah.
It's still fair game to do it. I will never touch the battle royale thing. It's too damn spammy now. But I'll say that it is a hunt related game, and we even just played one Death Garden that's a hunting thing. But did we create it chicken to the egg thing? Did we create it because we love these games that we already play, or is it a super original thing? I mean, even people on Death Garden and Dead by Daylight and all these other hunting games. I mean, they took ideas from old movies and whatever
Oh, of
else. I mean,
course, of
the
course.
ultimate hunting thing. What is it? Terminator's hunting for everybody. So it's like,
Yeah.
it's like nothing. Besides, just don't take people's character names. Don't take the exact looks. But genres are popular for a reason, and people want to jump in there and try their hand at if they can make a better one than the other guy. And
Exactly.
but we're doing a hunting game because everyone loves that kind of thing of being hunted and trying to escape. I mean, that's like a timeless, creepy thing about some movies and games titles. So we want that feeling of when you'll see more about it in the later streams when we do some play testing, like you and me can play test it. But
Yeah.
the feeling of Jesus, this guy's looking for me right now. Where do I go before he finds me? Kind of thing. It's like that's what is so popular about that genre.
Well, we have a whole lot of stuff that's up for you guys to be able to look at if you want. All you really have to do is go to any of our social media pages. It's Tipping Toast at Twitter at Tipping Toast, should I say. Then you have at Daren Copley. That's Copley. I've known you for like 100 years, and I always still spell it
23
wrong.
years.
Yeah, well, it's alright. I mean, I get called Huggies, so it's all good.
Huggies,
Yeah,
hug.
so what I was gonna tell you though is like a lot of this stuff's in Dribble. If you go to Dribble, you just type Tipping Toast, it'll pull us up.
Yeah,
Um,
and we're gonna do a lot of things on here for you guys to see and be involved in our game development. I mean, we are game nerds. We build tons of
yeah,
crazy shit. So a lot of this stuff is still in concepting. So if you can get your feedback in while we're kind of displaying it and releasing it early, I mean, we can put your name in the game, put you in the credits, have you even help shape the
yeah,
weapon. Unfortunately, we can't pay everyone for all of that. That's we're on a tight budget because we are an indie company, but I could say it's still going to be damn rewarding to know we either name a weapon after you, give you a cool ass skin in the game when it releases, or you at least get your name in the credits, which is pretty awesome. And if you're a devoted game enthusiast, I mean, that should be awesome. I don't think everyone's going to hold out for a paycheck because, to be
yeah,
honest with you, we're doing 99% of everything. It's just we'd like to get that feedback, like you always see with game testing, so it could be a better product for you guys to play. I mean, it's also benefiting you in the long run whenever you go in to play the title. The gun will be more refined and not clunky and shitty. You know what I mean?
exactly, exactly. I
Yeah.
mean, it's understandable.
So, yeah, man. But that's pretty much all. Let's see. All I wanted to really show you with that right now. We're doing the animations coming up. We're gonna leave a little bit of a window for some feedback after you post these, just to see if anybody kind of wants to, throw their hat in there and help us a little bit.
Right.
And then I'll be giving you, Hater, I'll be giving you some more cool shit to show probably next week. And then
Yeah, man. You know
we'll
me,
see
man.
this.
I
We'll see
love.
this bad boy firing. Yeah, and we'll even do run animations and walk animations, and then the slime is the next thing. You see that slime up top, kind of briefly.
Yeah,
Like that thing's it's gonna be oozing, and when it fires, it's gonna kind of be splashing. You know what I mean? So it's really gonna be like almost this fucking thing throwing up on you. So I'd like to see how it works. I mean, but you're gonna probably see some shitty animation and then some good animation. We're just gonna be picking through ideas and get crazy, have a few beers, and make some crazy ideas.
well, that's the thing
you know?
is that, and that's one thing that I always enjoyed. Especially, I got really excited when Darren, because I've known him pretty much my whole life. When he said, I'm actually going to start a gaming company, and I just I mean, you went and got a degree and whatnot, and then you said, "The hell with this! I'm not going to use this. I'm going to go do what I want to do." And you did what most folks say is not possible these days: is you started a business, and you started, Tipping Toast. I know obviously it's grown. It's had a couple branding changes from here and there, but it is where it is now. But the reason why I mention that is that if you don't love what you're doing and you don't love what you're creating and you wouldn't play what you make, then you're putting out garbage. And your number one mentality has always been like, if I'm not going to want to play it, and I think it looks bad, then why am I going to serve this up as a heaping pile to somebody else? And
it's better to sit back on it and get it right than someone just going in there and then saying this is shit and putting out 10 articles about how shitty it is, and it ends up hurting you in the long run.
Correct. So I mean, I just think that's pretty neat. That I think it's important that maybe once a week, because I'm only streaming schedule wise 2 days a week at this point, but that's probably going to increase here down the road. But as of right now, I think it's important that I know that you're busy. Today's kind of an off day for you, where you're kind of like not running around like a madman. If we're able to maybe carve 15, 20 minutes out and just kind of show me something that I could show them new every week and get your input, because people like to know where it comes from, not just the delivery guy.
Yeah, I think we're going to get into this. I knew you and I had this idea of putting this gun out when I got it from the oven yesterday, but I think it's a really good idea to keep on showing people some cool shit, because bigger development companies really don't release stuff like this so early. But I don't give a crap. Like I'm building the games. I'd like some community feedback. I'm releasing this to the community. I want them to know what it is early, instead of like this super secret thing and then they hate it at the end. I want them to really feel like they're a part of it.
Right, and that would have been cool if it did this. Well, I didn't tell you about it 6 months ago when I was finishing developing.
Why not nip it in the bud early? Yeah. Let them shoot. What I'm going to do is we're going to do a cool thing. We can talk more about this off the air, but I do want a thing where maybe we can get some people in and do into the environment and gun test it, actually playable samples. If they kind of, we should do that for some followers. So we'll figure out something like we'll give away a gun test if people follow us and we hit like amount of followers. That's kind of a good promotion for us.
Yeah, so we'll find some. We got to find that carrot to get him in here. I'll give you that. I understand that, but I want to basically. I imagine you still got some time to.
Well, what I'd like to do, man, is even though I was kind of pissed about it, I kind of want to get back into Death Garden, to tell you the truth, man.
All right, you want to get back in there?
Let's do it. I know there's got to be more to this game than just dying immediately. We gotta be more of like little chameleons or something.
All right. Well, I tell you what. I have the bladder of
I would just say clip that out.
Boy.
Just clip. Use whatever we just did to clip out for your stuff today, and then use that to spread around at the end. But let's get back into Death Garden, dude. Because honestly, I think we can do better than that. I think I was a little too ballsy. I think it's more. I got to hide more in the grass and figure out how to come rescue you. Maybe you could be a little quieter.
I could be a little less like Rambo. I'll tell you what.
Maybe you and I can like slither around together, fuck everybody else, and just see how we can control group play, like two people group play.
Yeah.
And then we can get into being ballsy and like saving people. But it's like, I think I was trying to do too much, and then I just was out there in the open to get fucking hair blasted. Go ahead and take a piss, dude, and get ready.
Yeah. What I'm doing is I'm pulling up everything here.
Pull Death Garden back up.
Yeah, I'm getting the concept.
I've got about 2 hours left. I really don't want to get into another title right now. Let's just finish it out with Death Garden.
Yeah. All right. So let me go ahead and get Death Garden pulled up here. I'm gonna do that while I'm using the restroom real quick. That way it's not.
Yeah. Go ahead. Go ahead, man. I'll be right back too. I'll be right back. Just put your teaser on in case people flow in while you're gone.
Yeah, for sure. Let me go and put that video.
Right. I'll be right back.